In this video, we're going to be using DR Harris Arlington and the gold dollar 1996 with a new Suehiro 20K edge on it. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And as mentioned before, today we're going to be using DR Harris Arlington. We're traveling to England today to use a triple milled, what I would consider a classic soap. Now, I will say the price on this and my price chart really don't jive because this is a triple milled soap. It is hard, it is concentrated, it will probably last you far longer than your run-of-the-mill artisanal offering, which has a lot of water in it. These triple milled soaps are put through rollers 3 times, they're pressed, and a lot of the water, which are in artisanal soaps, are pressed out of these sort of triple milled offerings, and so it offers a very concentrated soap, which you'll likely get more out of. But we will give you the price info. This is $34 for 3.52 ounces, or on a cost chart, it is $9.65 per ounce, which would be painful. But again, I think it would be in the pricing range because this is a triple milled offering. So my chart really doesn't apply as much for these sort of soaps. But anyway, we look forward to using this today. It has a nice citrus and a little bit of fern scent, lightly scented. I would call it not quite to medium, slightly under medium. We'll put the ingredients for you right there. I would consider this a classic sort of soap. Again, coming out of the great country of England. And today we're going to be using the gold dollar 1996, which previously had a Schultz Nanawa 12K edge on it. I put it to the Suehiro 20K, and we'll see if I've made it better or worse. We shall see. It should be interesting. If it doesn't work well, I've got one of Mike's other edges here that was honed on a JNAT that we'll bring in, because if something doesn't feel right, there's no need to press forward with it. So let's go ahead and wet the face, which 24 hours growth standard for me. And this is just plain water, no chupacabra oil or anything like that. And today we're going to be using TDR brush. And by the way, I did load a little bit of the cube on this brush prior to lathering the DR Harris, just because I'm trying to use it up. So this lather's kind of a combination of the DR Harris and the cube. Not that it's necessary, but I'm just trying to burn through that cube a little bit. And we've got plenty of hydration in it there as it's falling off my face. And folks, one thing I want to mention is all I'm looking for when I'm putting the lather on my face is a thin, slick coat. I don't really need a heavy, dense coating of lather. That's not what I'm looking for personally. If you prefer that, that is okay, but it's not what I'm looking for. I like my lather to be slick, hydrated, and a little bit thin. I don't want it to be super dense, because to me that just gets in the way and is counterproductive for me personally. Now, some of the lathers are a little more on the dense side and some aren't, but today we've gone for hydrated, little on the thin side, and you'll see a little bit of the cube in there, little chunks of the cube, which is kind of a pain. I should have worked that in a little better, but that's okay. It's no problem. There's no need to make lather or, choosing lather a big, huge issue. All you really need for most people is some slickness. To me, I'm not sold on cushion and all that kind of stuff. That's just me personally, because I want the razor to be close to my face, the edge of the razor. So I'm not looking for cushion or something that pushes it away. That's just my personal feeling. Some people disagree with that, and that's okay. Disagreement is quite okay. So I'm rinsing off my hands here, and let's see how we did on what was previously a very good 12K edge. Let's see how we've done today. Feels nice. Oh, that feels very nice. This is that moment where you use a razor with an edge on it and you're like, ooh, that feels nice. We'll know more when we get to the neck, but those first few strokes felt like magic. Now, admittedly, I didn't kill the edge. I just stropped it quite a bit and then took it directly to the 20K with some, I made about 25 X strokes, quite light. And man, oh man, that is nice. What I don't know, and what I can't recall, is how much of an improvement this is. If it's an improvement over Mike's edge. But I can tell you right now, that feels nice. Now, like I said before, I got to attribute a lot of this to Mike because he's the one who set the bevel and did all the difficult work. But I think that 20K has improved this edge. I really do. And that feels very smooth and very, very nice. So I think we've definitely improved on it a little bit. I was worried that maybe, you know, I'd make it worse and maybe make it rough. But so far, it's not feeling the least bit rough. It feels laser sharp and smooth. And that's exactly what I want an edge to be. So the combination of Mike's, all his early work on the stones and setting that bevel and working out some of the geometry issues that are sort of inherent with gold dollar razors when you first get them, and putting the 20K on it has made me a very happy camper. Ooh-wee. That is nice. There is no roughness to that at all. Now, I know there is a camp of folks who say all synthetic edges are rough. And I can tell you right now, based on my feeling this razor, this is not rough at all. This is outstanding. And again, I got to credit Mike Schultz, who I talked to this weekend, and he gave me a lot of great tips. So thank you, Mike. I have to credit him really with this edge because it's all his work on the lower stones that allowed me just to tinker a little bit and do some fine polishing on that 20K, and it does not feel rough whatsoever. So there's always a debate about natural stones versus synthetic, and they say synthetics feel rough. This one does not feel rough at all, not even a little. Okay, let's get into the business of today by announcing a winner for the giveaway. And the first winner goes to, by the way, the first drawing here was for the Tony Dillette 3D printed bowl and the Barbas. And we'll put the sort of options there for the drawing there so you can see what the criteria sort of was. And now we will show you the winner, and the winner was Scott Leslie. So Scott Leslie, email me your address and I will put that Tony Dillette bowl and the Barbas shaving cream in the mail to you. Thank you so much for participating. By the way, Scott happened to be a Patreon supporter, so he won on that basis because they get automatic entry, so that's awesome. And we did get a new Patreon supporter yesterday, Tom Smotherman, so thank you very much, Tom, and keep in mind those folks do get automatic entries without doing anything, so that's cool. Just sort of a reward for helping me, you know, supporting the channel. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you viewers and everybody who enters these contests. Thank you very much, and in the next pass, we'll announce the second winner. I also want to give a shout out once again to Miss Savannah, because I got a message from Eric. The other day I mentioned that Eric and his daughter, Savannah, who's 5 years old, watch my videos together. And I got a very nice message from Eric saying that it made Savannah's day. And I want you to know, Savannah, that you made my day when I heard that you were happy and dancing around the room when you heard your name mentioned. So I hope you all have a great day. Thank you again. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate you. And I hope you all have a great, great day. That really made my day. So thank you so much. Anyway, it was really nice to to hear that. By the way, you can buy these DR hair soaps with the refill pucks, which are a little bit cheaper. They're usually between $15 and $23. When you buy the bowl, you're paying for the presentation also. So keep that in mind. And also for those of you who are interested in triple milled soaps, wow, that's sharp. I will link a video below. Always look below, people, in the description. Wow-wee, what an edge. I'm getting distracted because, ooh, that's nice. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm totally distracted by this edge and how happy I am with it. I'm sorry. I will link below sort of the video I just found, the first one I came to for the triple milled process, so you can sort of get an understanding of that. Whew, this edge. Very, very happy with it. So thank you, Mike, for your tips. Can you hear that feedback? cutting very nicely. Oh man. This is the type of edge that I want to routinely be able to produce. But keep in mind, I didn't set the bevel on this. It was already done for me, and I did not take it all the way back down and reset the bevel, because honestly, personally, I don't find any need to do that. If you've tested the geometry of the razor and it's okay, in my opinion, and you do sort of the grate test and it's cutting fine, you can just kill the edge. And this is just my opinion as a very novice honer. I have not found the need to take a razor all the way down to 1K. If it's been honed properly previously, I'm just gonna take some of their work and then put mine on top of it. I realize that might be a sort of a different point of view, but you know, I'm still learning, and so I could be entirely wrong on that. But I'm telling you right now, if this blade is any indication, that worked out beautifully. And I think there's a piece of the cube there in my lather today. I've got all sorts of little bits and pieces because I just cut a little bit of the DR Harris off, and then I lathered a little bit on the cube. Just loaded my brush. Whew, that edge is fantastic. Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. I only have one word that comes to mind. Stone. I put the image up. That's kind of a joke. We've been circulating. Anyway, so the winner, because I'm forgetting, the winner, what was the PAA set? The PAA set goes to, who was it? Well, first let's show you the drawing and sort of how it went, the options and everything. The winner for that was Justin Bailey. The PAA set goes to Justin Bailey. So excellent, Justin. He is a really nice guy. He goes by the name of Carry On Steady now on Instagram. Very nice guy. So I was happy to see when his name popped up in the random comment picker. So Justin, email me your address and I'll get the PAA set out to you. For those of you who did not win today, have no fear. There's a new giveaway this week and you can enter that one. I hope you'll keep coming back and entering, because we love to see people winning and claiming their winnings and just enjoying the hobby as I do. Wowee. Honestly, this is this edge here is just exactly what I want an edge to be. And I know I'm droning on about it, but I can't help it. So I think the 20K definitely took it up a notch, but it was great to begin with. Whew. I'm very happy with that. And I hope I can produce this sort of if I can produce this sort of result routinely, I'm going to be extremely happy. And that's what it's all about. Learning to produce a very consistent result. And that's what I need to do. And so let's relather for this final pass. Very enjoyable shave today. I'm just so happy about the edge. The brush here, TDR, the knot is AP Shave Co. 2 bed. And this soap smells really nice. Again, I found something very nice about the classic European soap. Just ease of use is very, very good. The cost on this one, even though it's triple mil, probably still pricey, but it's a great scent. And when I smell it, it always brings a little bit of joy to me, because I just love the scent. Again, that citrus, a little bit of fern in there, I think they say. And it's quite slick. It brings everything to the table I need. And again, folks, I would love for everybody to be very careful about how you judge other people's lather on YouTube. You do not have their use case. You don't know what they're trying to achieve. You don't have their skin. You don't have their water. You don't have their unique set of circumstances. So judge the lather and the outcome of the shave. And if the outcome of the shave is routinely great, then they're probably lathering in a way that works very well for them. And generally speaking, that is the case for me. I lather in a way that lends itself to me doing a decent job shaving most of the time. Every now and then we make some mistakes. We're human. But I'm not looking for super density. That's just not what I'm interested in. I want slick, and I don't really want it to be thick. Sometimes it is thick, just because that's kind of the way it goes. But generally, I would like it to be a little more close to my face, not super puffy. At the same time, I don't want it to be so thin that, you know, it's not providing adequate coverage, and, you know, so much so that the razor's not gliding. But for me, if I got slickness, I got, you know, 90% of it right there. And so let's continue to use this beautiful edge. Thank you, Mike, for your honing tips. And we'll share some of those tips as time goes on. Whew. That edge is really on time. And I also must tell you, I'm very excited about this too. Dave Card sent me a razor to try his edge. I'm calling it the Diamond Edge because I call him Diamond Dave Card. So I'm very excited to try that. I have been acquiring many different edges recently from different people because I just want to see what's out there and to see what I like the best, and then try to hone in a way that sort of gets that result that I'm looking for. But I think you really need to try lots of edges. The Stallion was someone who told me that early on, is try as many edges as you can. He never once said, only my edge. You know, he's like, try them and see what you like, and then sort of go for that, you know. So he's always been very helpful to me with advice. And in fact, he's the one that said, he told me not even too long ago, hey man, if you want a laser sharp edge, just get that Suehiro 20K and have a ball. You know, those are his words. So thank you, Stallion, for that. And thank you everyone who's really helped me with their honing counsel. I appreciate it. It is difficult because so many people say so many different things when it comes to honing. I always say if you ask 100 honing guys a question, you'll get 60 different answers. But today we have gotten it right, and I'm super excited about it. That 20K just really put this edge where I like my edges to be, which is comfortable. It doesn't feel rough at all. So for me, I'm telling you right now, for the people who say you can't have a comfortable synthetic edge, for me, that is false. Absolutely false. Because this blade for me is absolute magic. It's fantastic. And I've droned on about it, I think, long enough. Oof. Oh, very nice, very, very nice. All right, so we'll call that a shave. Oh, this was great. I really enjoyed it. We will call that the shaving portion. Stand by, we'll rinse, come back with the post. Stay tuned. All right, and we're back, and that was just a phenomenal shave. Off cam, we did warm water rinse. We followed it with the alum, no stinging whatsoever. Super nice. We followed that with a cold rinse, and then we applied the Thayer's Witch Hazel Magic, because it's made by Witch's Cucumber, and it was just phenomenal. I enjoyed it immensely. DR Harris Arlington treated me well today. TDR brush, the Gold Dollar 1996, which I did some, you know, sort of post-finishing on the, I would call it on the Suehiro 20K, phenomenal. We're gonna close it out today with Pinaud Citrus Musk, which I have decanted into a hot sauce bottle. If you'd like to decant some of those aftershaves from plastic into bottles like this, glass, I'll have a link below for the hot sauce bottles. Not terribly expensive. You can get them in like 20 or 24 for, I can't recall, maybe 20 bucks or, but anyway, that was enjoyable. I am happy with this shave. This was a great one. I want to thank you so much for watching. Sorry to drone on about the edge. I just couldn't help myself. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave. Do it your way. And as always, God bless.